What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades here, and welcome back to the channel. The Fed just made a shocking move, and this changes everything. Markets are reacting, you guys. Let's break it down in plain English today together. But before we get rolling, you know what to do. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and hit the small bell notification so you never miss a live breakdown here with me. Good morning. Truly shocking. Yes, some people think it's shocking. Some people think it's not shocking. Hey ho, this is what we got. Anyway, moving straight in. First things first, we got to make a note. Of course, the Fed basically cut 25 basis points over here. Let's not explore this. You guys, make sure to restart the chat box. Louis Lips, hello. So yeah, basically the Fed cut 25 basis points. This means basically borrowing money just became a little bit cheaper. But Powell over here, our Fed chair, said that they're actually worried about the job market. And so the cut is actually more about protecting the economy rather than boosting it. To be honest, the response to this was kind of mixed. Good morning, Mr. Blake. It was kind of mixed. Some stocks were up, some stocks were down. But in general, the statement is that lower rates usually help markets. But if it signals trouble, usually things can get choppy. Now, the thing about S&P 500 is that we had the S&P 500 down. That was one of the big tech that was down despite a rally for more than 400 of its stocks, right? So that's a huge amount of number. So what is that telling you? Well, that's telling you that investors are shifting into safer spots. Think about banks, think about everyday products like food, staples, and then the big tech is actually lagging. The reason for that is when the growth is looking shaky in the economy, the first one to fall is usually always going to be the big tech. So that's pretty much the reason why we're seeing that. In regards to the AI, we have over here a spending warning. Now, Google, Meta, and Amazon are pouring billions into AI gear. But the thing about that is that the costs could really eat up into the profits before the revenue really catches up. So yeah, we need to be keeping an eye of this team, because if it keeps spreading, the big tech and also think about semi like chip stocks are going to cool off, you guys. Very important to note. And also, we didn't kind of like the same sector. Nvidia actually fell yesterday. The reason for that is because China reportedly told companies to stop buying certain Nvidia chips. Now, that obviously had a big hit on the Nvidia stock, and just reminds us once again how tense the relationship between the US and China tech currently are. So obviously there's going to be big impact, like not only Nvidia, AMD, ALGO, other chip names are going to follow with that, but it just reminds us that there is some sort of dependency, and the relationship of there is quite shaky at the moment, and China really has the upper hand. They can just do whatever they want, really. Like, even if they sign something with Donald Trump, this is what I talked earlier on my own channel. You guys, if you don't follow, make sure to go in the description box, click a follow. But yeah, I personally think that whatever they come up with in terms of deals, China is gonna have enough upper hand to like roll over with it and like in a way drag it on as for long as they need. In terms of dollar, so yeah, dollar pretty much went up, and gold just shied away from the record highs. It just really slipped from the record highs. So we know that that dollar usually pressures stocks, crypto, and commodities when that happens. And we're gonna look at dollar in a second. It's actually at a very important level. $97 for dollar is a very important level. Not to forget, you guys, of course, we discussed that on Tuesday, but just a quick reminder that tomorrow we do have the triple witching, which means basically tons of options and futures are going to expire at once. So again, we're gonna have to expect the extra volatility and really some fake outs on the charts, really, because yeah, yesterday was a little bit of a, I would say, a nothing burger. To to be honest, all of the positions that I was preparing you guys for on Tuesday, I entered it in all of these trades. So I'm going to show you exactly on the charts what I did, why I did it, and how I did it. And hopefully you were watching Tuesday, so you were part of all of this. But yeah, basically the big picture is we need to stay sharp because there is lots of moving pieces around that we need to follow through. All right, great alpha. Thank you so much, you guys. Steve Rowing, time to get a real job. What? Oh, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry. All right, cool. So yeah, first of all, we're gonna recap on what we did on Tuesday, right? Some of you guys that were saying in the comments that I do astrology, I don't do astrology. This is real life trading, okay? So you guys, hopefully if you listen, you probably made money. If you didn't listen, up to you. You do you. But anyway, the plan for Tuesday was to catch a bit long, Bitcoin long from this support at 1,500, blah, 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 100,000 and 200 Bitcoin. So that was our area for long. And this pretty much is still running currently right now. So the situation for Bitcoin, like we discussed on Tuesday, remains exactly the same. So the plan is exactly the same. So the way I'm trading all this, I'm still long from 108. My long is printing, haven't closed that. So I'm hedge short, just like I told you guys. I started my hedge short at around 117 K, which is currently in a drawdown, and I will continue to add to this short as price continues to move up, which I'm also expecting, but I don't want to be caught off guard because you can't really predict exactly which day price is going to rotate, right? Because usually you can always say, okay, maybe you're going to get a midweek reversal. Possible, but you can't really bank on it 100%, especially the way price is looking at the moment. So yeah, I'm planning to continue to add to this short, even up to 119,800 Bitcoin. I think it's going to be quite nice. And as I'm doing that, I'm also cutting my long slowly, which is around 250% up at this point. So that was a very good trade. At the same time, I'll tell you exactly what I did with ETH. And again, I shared that with you on Tuesday, so no surprises over here on our plans, and they're working out. So what did I want to tell you extra here for Bitcoin? Right. So the way that price is trading at the moment in the month of September, which we need to still remember, keep a sharp mind that September is usually a bearish month across the board. So the way we're trading currently, I am pretty much expecting for price anywhere before October, anywhere before 13th of October, for price to exhaust and come back to very least 112K, 111K, ideally 111 and even 110. So I am expecting for that move to occur within the September price action, which for me extends into the first 2 weeks of October as well. So I've marked it over here for you guys to see. Between 8th of September and 13th of September, this is what I'm expecting to see for Bitcoin. Now, when is it going to manifest? I cannot tell you specifically, but we have to go week by week, day by day, and that's how I trade. You guys are welcome. Let me know, how did you do? By the way, yesterday, nothing crazy really. The only crazy thing that happened on crypto was BNB. BNB, of course, today we managed to reach $1,000. You guys know that I like this coin, and finally we have made a $1,000 move on this asset, which is actually crazy. A lot of people are fading BNB, but it's done absolutely great. And from our buy zone, if you remember, we had a big buy breaker block over here, and then we redefined a smaller buy zone from this, which pretty much the move occurred from. So very beautiful to see, really nice. This asset is still bullish. It's going to remain bullish. Even if price starts pulling back, we have a massive 4-hourly imbalance. We have a massive 12-hourly imbalance. I will be watching for this specifically. If you want to open the indicators over here, it's going to show you specifically where are the most ideal buys. But I'm going to tell you guys something right now. So first of all, you can get these indicators. I'm going to show you where. Very important, you guys, you check the description box down below. Let's hope we don't. Okay, let's pause this. All right, so click more down in the video and you can find my indicators, my trading course waitlist, very important things. Everything is in the description box, you guys. And if you're looking to trade the moves that I'm trading, go ahead and check the Tabbit. Amazing bonuses, like Tabbit has the highest bonuses of all the non-KYC that I offer. 2bit as well, and we have Bybit in case you're interested in a KYC exchange. But these are all the offers that I have here for you guys. They're very good offer, extremely exclusive, so make sure to check them. And yeah, make sure to get the trading indicators, because look at them, they work so well. So the thing about that is, right, we have the fair value gaps marked over here. If you watch the main channel, I did one strategy video, you guys. It is very basic strategy, so I don't want to see any comments that you guys don't understand the video. If you don't understand, rewatch it again and again, because it's very simple. So basically, yeah, here we have the fair value gaps marked on the 12-hour time frame. So for BNB, for me, it's important because I really like this coin and it's been performing really well. What you don't want to see, first thing you have to mark is, of course, this area over here, right? This inside block, if you will, right? This is in between fair value gaps over here, exactly this bearish 12-hourly block. So you want to be looking for that area. So if price is extremely strong from here, if it wants to pull back after reaching $1,000, you would potentially expect it to tap into that zone and relieve any orders that might be locked down here to continue up, right? I do have a conservative target actually for BNB, which is around $1,018. That's the first conservative target that I have. So let's see if we're actually going to reach that and then potentially bounce down from it. But yeah, if I'm looking for an entries, I'm going to be looking for the first potential entry on BNB down at around exactly 965, and then of course we have a massive buy zone that's left behind over here, which is also of interest to me in case price pulls back a little bit deeper, which is over here, and it starts at 936. Now, hello Rafero, you guys. Yes, Martian Earthling was correct. Zulu, what's up G? All right, so this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Make screenshots, whatever you need to do, because the zones that I give usually play out. And go ahead and watch all the videos, backtrack, whatever, do whatever you want, go and double check everything I send. It's not you know, it's important. So okay, cool, moving on. This is for BNB, like extremely, absolutely insane. The price is just continuing up. Let's see what it's gonna do. Now moving back to Bitcoin. Okay, so for those of you who just joined, you guys, that's what I expect, right? I expect for Bitcoin to start exhausting somewhere. Maybe it's going to tap 120K, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I just keep adding to my short. I keep my long from 108, and I'm very happy with that. On top of that, I try to give you guys a good entry on ETH as well. Which hopefully, you know, you're in, or maybe not, I don't know. But this was basically the zone of support that we were looking. Again, same thing, I get this with my indicators. Go check them out in the description box, you guys. They're developed by the best people in the literally the best company in the industry that makes indicators. That's Lux Algo. I don't know how long you've been in trading, but I've been long enough to see Lux Algo from nothing to becoming the biggest company. So yeah, they're the trading view of indicators. So here it is, I'm partnered with them, so it's kind of amazing. They did the indicators for me according to my specific indications. So yeah, this was the support on a 4-hour time frame, which is good enough for me in that case. And Ethereum held so nicely. So currently long Ethereum from that support as well. And to be honest, the price is moving so nicely. I really want to see it break this high over here. So I want to currently target at least 4,760. And then obviously we do have the $5,000, which is a great target to have for Ethereum. And then sky's the limit. Let's see, maybe 10,000 Ethereum this cycle. You guys, maybe 20,000. Imagine, like, we never know. It might be absolutely insane. But yeah, sort of the break for ETH was very nice. I don't know if there are like any, you know, traditional traders over here, whatever, but you can start drawing the triangles and see how nicely the break occurred over here for Ethereum. Solana already did the break long time ago, so now we're finding ourselves for Sol. If you guys remember what we discussed last Tuesday, last Thursday, I'm here with you twice a week. Make sure to do not miss the live streams or rewatch every single time, because it's very important what I share. So yeah, basically on Solana, we did explain that we're in a massive sell zone, a very big sell zone that started in between 227 and ends at 244. 244. So basically the idea with Solana was we needed to break, right? We needed the daily close above our sell zone to confirm it now as an area that is going to hold. Did that happen? No, it didn't. It didn't happen. It didn't happen here, right? It didn't happen yesterday. Very important to note. And now yet again, we're back trying to break that level. So today is going to be very, very telling. Yes, guys, actually put all of your alt requests in the chat box. I'm going to make sure that I review all of them today with you while you're here live with me, to give you that honor. So basically, yeah, today we're trying to break. Are we going to break it? I don't know, because we tried once, we tried twice, we didn't do it. So today might be the same thing. But let's see. Solana for me, it's looking good overall. 264 should be the next level to target. If we manage to close bullish today, I'm going to consider the sell zone now as a zone of support if we break on a daily level over here today. If we do that, for sure I'm going to be trying to catch along from this area to target 264 at the very least, which is previous very you know, important inflection zone over here. Overall 295 we know for Solana is liquidity, so this is what the charts are telling us. This is what the charts are giving us, and the chart gave us that way before. I don't know if we were together back in time for Sol, July, probably not, I don't remember, but this is what I try to tell you. It was very important that we hold the 0.5 level of the entire price leg, because when this happens, a price has only one option, and that option is usually to extend to into price discovery, right? All right, cool. Jupiter, we have XRP. We're gonna see, I don't see upside with alts. I'll stick with Bitcoin. See, that's also not a bad thing. GRT. All right, cool. We'll look at all of this. Yeah, thing is like I keep saying, like, this is not 2022, so we need to be a little bit more conservative. Unfortunately, this cycle with alts. Now let's start with XRP. So we had a clear plan for XRP as well. Let's not get anything mixed. If I see anyone telling me in the chat box that I do astrology, I'm gonna get so mad, you guys. You should take notes from what I talk, please. Insane returns, how, what time interval? Just curious. You mean trading it with high leverage? That's not for me. You're asking Shane, right? Okay, yeah, I get it. All right, cool. So for XRP, basically the idea was we need to break $3, right? We needed to break $3. We broke $3, and then we said once we break $3, which happened over here, we want to see a retest at the $3, which happened over here, you guys, and now we're sending. So I hope you know, I don't know, you guys do you. But anyway, so the thing about XRP is we do have some area of imbalance over here, which is bearish over here. So let's not forget that we still have to break that area as well. But once we do that, then we're looking at 3.4, 3.5, like it's gonna be fine in my opinion. And if XRP like starts breaking or something happens, you know, if you're like very you want to be like in a very tight stop loss situation, I think $3 is something that I'd count on if in case I want to be like very tight stop loss. And otherwise, right, I would consider 2.9 you know, even 8.3 to be like good, but these are very, very high stop losses, you guys. I understand that. So yeah, $3 for now, 2.9. I think for me, it's a good area for XRP. All right, cool. So we had JUP. Actually, you know, JUP is gonna be interesting because I haven't looked at that in a while. 1.2 on the day. Not bad, not bad, not bad at all. So currently we're trying to target 0.68 is what we're trying to target currently. Let's have a look a little bit on a higher time frame. Yeah, so weekly liquidity is very important, you guys. Again, I want to draw your attention. When you have the indicators, when you get the indicators, if you see a weekly liquidity like that on a weekly time frame, you need to be very aware that once price trades through, it's most likely going to retrace, because that's a higher time frame liquidation level. And yeah, it's very highly probable that price is going to pull back, which is exactly what we're seeing over here on a weekly time frame. Yeah, not bad overall. Not bad. We're making higher highs, higher lows on a weekly, so that's good. That's good. Daily is giving us an immediate target over here at 0.7. I do not see much more targets, but this level seems like it's going to be a massive inflection zone, like this level over here, 1.2. So even sometimes when you see a level that is not necessarily liquidity, because that liquidity has been taken over here or over here, but it's still a valid level of resistance, you are going to be true to assume that price is going to draw naturally to that level and retest it at the very least, right? So either break or retest. But again, it's giving you kind of like an overall target, which is not bad, right? Around 124%. All right, you guys, what do we have? Help me out. Jupiter, GRT. Yeah, GRT as well is a good one. Not a very pretty chart, but lots of levels to look out for. So last time we had a request for GRT. This is what we were expecting. We either like keep the buy zone, and then we try to break the 0.09745. Or then the second option was for us to drop down into the buy zone yet again, even a bit deeper down here. So as we can see, it's kind of holding right now. The thing is, right, the support is slash resistance or SR flip zone, whatever. It is a bit strong at the moment, and you have two very big bearish candles over here, and now you're trying to recover from it. You have left essentially a bearish fair value gap. So again, you know, it signals to me a little bit of a danger zone over here for a drop, but we haven't cleared really any highs over here. So I don't know, it's probabilistically it's either gonna drop right now, or I think maybe come clear these highs, both of these highs, and then make a move to retest at least the support over here. But anyway, let's get rid of that for now. Yeah, things are looking good. Yes, you guys, have you hit the like button? We have around 75 people watching us live, so we need to have at least 75 likes right now. Thanks, Gabby, for your insight. You guys are very welcome. That's what I'm here for. I love having this time with you guys over here. It's so fun. That's like my favorite time of the day, by the way, as well. All right, cool. So what else did you ask? ALGO. Yeah, we can look at ALGO. Let's have a look at ALGO. Here we are. All right, cool. So there was potentially a reason why I wanted to see that retest over here. So yeah, 12 hourly is trying to hold over here this low. Tricky. Weekly. Yeah, weekly major inflection zone as well for ALGO at exactly 0.3296. And that zone currently is still holding. Not my favorite coin, to be fair with you. It's gone a little too low for my interest. That's why I'm not even watching it anymore. yeah, I'm not very hopeful, to be fair, for this. Not very hopeful. So I pretty much lost interest in it, to be honest. And that said, some of the alts, it is what it is, you know. Best thing I see right now is that price is just trying to retest 0.2643. Unless I see strength coming out of 0.2643 on a higher time frame, not the 4-hour, like I'm talking weekly, right? There needs to be a weekly close above this level, then maybe, but until then, I'm not interested. ARB is a good one as well. I think I was looking at ARB earlier. You guys, again, if you're looking to trade all these setups that I'm giving you, make sure to check the description box because we have some amazing bonuses that you're not going to get anywhere else. So if you're looking for non-KYC or KYC, you can find it in the chat box. We have TapBit giving you the biggest bonuses. We have 2Bit as well, but you can see the difference is kind of crazy, up to 32.2K in bonuses. And make sure to follow my main YouTube channel, you guys, where I go live a little bit more often, and all the stuff that I'm offering here, like my trading indicators and the course waitlist, which, by the way, get on it because this is how you're gonna get cheaper prices. Otherwise it's going to be really expensive, I'm telling you. So yeah, anyway, that's it for algo. What can I tell you? It just wants to get to 0.232643, retest that zone. If I don't see a break on a weekly, it's just not gonna work for me. Don't worry, you guys are missing, don't worry. Okay, so we have FIL, I can see AVAX, XLM as well. I don't want to miss that actually because you were kind of showing it before everyone. Yeah, see, not a bad chart in general, not a bad chart at all. Let's have a look where I left this. Yeah, not a bad chart at all. It seems like price wants to go, wants to explore, wants to go into price discovery, wants to hit that level, which is 0.638. So a good, not a bad chart at all, not a bad chart, to be fair. The only thing that's happened over here with what you're seeing right now is probably last time when we were analyzing it. So there is some balanced price action over here that price was trying to hold from, and then it failed. And now it's kind of like trying to recover. So it is still a valid zone, but because of the body closes below it, I don't really like it, to be fair. So let's get rid of that and analyze the current price action that we're seeing. So this is a huge, massive price imbalance on a weekly time frame. Very big, absolutely huge. So the thing is, here we have a higher low, so essentially that level is a non-level, not interested. The only level that I think is interesting for me is over here, 0.33577, a support level. So that is kind of the level that I'm interested in. But yeah, price is closing right now. So see, let me give you a quick tip over here on fair value gaps, you guys. This is just a quick tip, right? When you have a fair value gap over here like that, right, which is space in between these three candles, and when you have a body close above that space, now generally what tends to happen is you always see the high of that candle taken. So yeah, in that case, happened in one candle move, but like most of the cases, it just happens regardless if the one candle manages to cover or not. And if you don't understand that, go back and rewatch, right? Because this is very basic stuff that I'm telling you guys. So yeah, XLM, very, very happy with it. It looks great. The targets are probably going to be exponential, like, I don't know to what extent. Let's have a look on the monthly. If we can predict something over here. So yeah, that was the bottom over here. So you'd potentially look at price from here. Let's try and draw some potentialities over here. I can't see it like that. Bear with me, you guys, bear with me. Is that going to be correct though? This is what I'm asking myself. There is no week down here, but anyway, that's monthly. Let's check weekly. Hold on, weekly is going to help us a little bit more. No, not really. This is not going to be clear. It's a bit too much of an explosion move, but important is that we're chasing this high. For targets, I need to evaluate the whole price action down here, which is going to take me a little bit of time. I'm not going to do it right now, but yeah. Then I can give you some potential targets for this, which is interesting. What about MYX? Oh, you mean the manipulated one? That's what everyone in my Discord says, that it's highly manipulated. So, I mean, what can I tell you? It just looks crazy to me. There is no... First thing I see is just a massive sell wall over here. So I guess the short was kind of, you know, inevitable. Massive sell wall. It just looks crazy to me. It's not something that you can chart properly. It's not something that... Yeah, you guys, make sure to hit the like button, but yeah. What else? I think someone asked for FIL. Let's have a look at FIL real quick. SAO USDT. I don't know what that is made, but we're gonna look. Hopefully the chart is like normal. Please don't give me any charts that make 0 sense. Yeah, FIL $3 next target. We have to, right? We have to break first 2.6, which we're not currently. So, you know, with FIL, the problem is, yes, it's bouncing in between support and resistance, but it's bouncing in between support and resistance. So it needs to break 2.64. 2.64, and then potentially we can talk about $3 above 3.023. Then we can also talk about $3.3, which is great. Lots of resistance at around 4.6, also potentiality here for FIL. Not bad overall, and you know, the daily is giving us even higher targets. So even though this is very bearish, it's nice to see that you have the targets here up to $8.3. So yeah, to be fair, it is a bit too much. Like 200, maybe, right? You never know. But like looking at the overall market with all the alts, they seem like to give us, I don't know, 150, max 200%. So yeah, this is probably one of the ones that is going to perform really well, hopefully. According to liquidity, it says that the draw is on $8.4, so that's not bad at all. It's not bad, but it's still kind of in the gutter, right? It's kind of in the gutter still. Like we, you know, unless we start breaking levels, you still have the possibility for price to draw down back to this area. So, you know, just to be safer, I think it's nice to break that level. It's beautiful to see that we're breaking 2.4, and we're holding it. We're holding to 2.4 for once. But yeah, we're rejecting once again from 2.64. So I'd be careful with that. If you say so, that might be a sign. Yeah, I don't know. Sui, let's look at Sui, you guys, as per request over here. Yeah, yeah, again, performing quite nicely from the buy zone that we gave last time we were looking at Sui. So it's doing quite well. Hopefully you guys were watching. Don't know what to tell you. When stuff are starting to work, they just work. You know what I mean? Like, sorry. Oh yeah, I'm not going to forget. We're going to look at that. So yeah, Sui, again, daily, very important. Massive level 3.87. Let's break it today, please, because if we don't break it, as you can see, we had rejections several times around this level. So let's break it today. It's going to be nice if we do. And then $4 next, I think. Even if that might even happen today, but if we get to $4 today, just watch out, right? Just watch out, because $4 also is sort of a rejection zone, but then we might retest 3.8. Happy days. AVAX, we already looked. Okay, wait. I need to spell this because I have no idea what that is. POW USD. Yeah, okay, we're gonna look at the perps, but I have no idea what that is. Almost 1% on the day. All right, cool, not bad. First, starting on a higher time frame. Okay, cool. So yeah, the thing about this is we've created a lower low over here, so not one of my favorite charts, but thankfully the weekly is giving us a nice target here. Let's try and be precise, 0.15928, that area. But again, weekly time frame, same as the other alts, you guys. This is what happens, right? Even if we get to that level, price is going to you know, most probably reject from that level, right? Because nothing is with 100%, we have to say, most probably. But this is what happens more than not, if you will. But yeah, quite nicely stacked liquidity over here. I can see that happening for sure. Let's see. Yeah, but with that leg over here, we've created a new lower low, so it could be quite a rejection. But again, the daily is giving you another level of rejection as well, or let's say resistance. So, you know, that's what we see on a leg that has made a, you know, a lower low. We just have to thread a little bit more carefully. But let's go back on the weekly and assess a little bit over here. So yeah, if everything goes like really well, potentially this can go back to, like, this is just very extended, right? If it happens back to that area at around 0.22480, like that would be a stretch, but it, you know, it's possible. 100%. Yeah, if it does well. If it doesn't, it's probably gonna roll over from the weekly. Yeah, that's fine. You can go back and rewatch. That's totally fine. We're reviewing all the coins here that people care about. Fart coin, I don't even want to say it. Okay, cool. Down 1.4 on the day. Let's have a look. And not very attractive price action for me, to be honest, down here. But yeah, I think this thing has a little bit more strength in it. Maybe 1.7 if we're lucky. I think if I'm shooting for that, I'll probably be shooting for 1.7. Yeah, for sure. One break. Yeah, okay, we've had one break over here. Maybe I want a second break before I get involved. Let's get rid of that. Just try to assess a little bit raw over here. Yeah, I'd kind of prefer if price breaks right now. If it doesn't break, it's probably just gonna keep around these levels daily. Let's see weekly, by the way, what we have. Weekly a little bit lower. Okay, so that's kind of still on the table for Firecoin. 0.6, kind of still on the table, because we didn't really manage to hold this structure over here. These two lows, if the coin is strong, it should hold you know, this low, and it didn't. So the structure is a bit wobbly. It's not very strong, which is going to tell you that it might retest, and it's been retesting, right? It's been retesting between these two levels. So yeah, these are the levels that I'd like to be involved with. So for example, right, the way that it's trading right now, if price starts pulling back, I'll probably look at this level, 0.8599, probably for that. And then again, you have the lower one as well, which is valid. And if price goes completely to hell, then you're looking at 0.66. You guys, you're welcome. Please do grass. Emmanuel, sorry. Yes, I saw grass. Let's do grassy to grass. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Daily is looking fine. In terms of liquidity, in terms of the chart, it's not fine at all. In terms of the chart, it's not fine at all. By the way. So currently right now, this was the daily. So we just shot for that level right now. So we just took it. So price is pulling back a little bit, which is natural, absolutely natural to happen. But yeah, see, like the thing is, right now you're most probably shooting for this rejection block over here. Let's see, I'm just gonna mark it like that. So around like $1, 1.05 on grass. You want to break that, right? So if this coin is really strong, it's gonna break that. It's gonna break specifically 1.14, and then it's gonna shoot up. Let's see on the daily again, the levels for that. 2.6. Yeah, 2.6. 2.6, 2.8. Not bad at all, to be fair. For a bearish chart, it's good. So yeah, but you kind of want to break a little bit more levels to confirm a low down here. Because the thing about that is you had a similar structure over here that you're having right now, and price failed, right? So why would price not fail again? Do you see my point? We need a little bit more proof of concept. A little bit more proof of concept. It doesn't look like it's bottomed. This is what I'm trying to say. We need more from that to understand. You guys, again, make sure to like the video. I haven't checked how many likes we have, but we need to have at least 80 likes or at least 72 likes. And make sure to comment in the description box and follow my main channel. Get the trading indicators if you're interested, you guys, because this is how I chart. With these indicators, honestly, are the best in the industry you can find with Lux Algo. Get on the trading course waitlist so you can get cheap prices. Otherwise, I'm going to pump the prices and it's done. And of course, if you're looking for an exchange to trade, these are the ones that I have. I have some great offers for you guys. Tabit, up to 32.2 thousand in bonuses. Just click the link and go and check how you can qualify and claim your bonuses, you guys, for all that, as well as 2bit and Bybit. For all of you guys. And of course, I'm gonna say to you, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys next week. The most important thing is we're doing great. Everything is working out, and we looked at gold as well. We identified gold. We gave targets for gold on Tuesday as well. So I hope you guys are following all that and you are happy with everything. So yeah, make sure to check the description box, you guys, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.